bag, yo. Uh, I'm in my bag, literally in my bag. All right, yo, check this out. All right. Word of mother. No. This month's LCA is it's an ode to how good we are. Really, I was thinking to myself, how good could it be? So I'm gonna start with the relaunch of Asylum Straight Jacket. We designed this band. We're relaunching Straight Jacket. Basically, I said to Asylum, I can promote anything, and they said, "Well, we have this brand, Straight Jacket, and we love the cigar. We don't understand. We think maybe the band was too quirky, and it just didn't work out for us, and we discontinued it a couple of years ago." And I said, "Well, check this out. I want you to reblend it. I want you to get it over to me. I'm going to make the band, and we're going to put it out in the LCA and see how it does. And maybe we could just start producing it for you guys." Costs of tobacco are up, so it's a little more expensive than it was 4 years ago. But it's an amazing cigar. It's basically a cheat code to get that Eiroa, tobacco. Without paying $20 a stick. So this is the Asylum Straight Jacket relaunch through the Limited Cigar Association. And if you don't have these, you're lame. I mean, that's just... I feel bad for whoever doesn't get them. So next is a cigar that I don't know why I waited so long. I mean, these must be 3 or 4 years age now. Shout out to the Dominican legend, Mr. Chico Rivas. I love Chico's story, and I'm proud to be a part of that story. By the time I found Chico, he had been in the business for 25 or 35 years, something like that. He's crazy. Worked for Quesada, worked for a bunch of them, and then he started his own place, and I had heard about him, and I heard he was nuts. And I heard he was nuts from people who are kind of bitch-ass motherfuckers. No. And I was like, I would be nuts with you too. And I was like, I'm probably going to like this guy. And so we got off on the right foot, and we had we've had great moments together. I love his work. I love to see what he's doing. A lot of people they're putting his name on cigars now. Like Chico, like if they blend a cigar with him, they'll put it on. Like this guy's a living legend, man, and I'm proud to be a part of his story. And I asked him, he asked me, he said, what was your favorite cigar out of the Dominican Republic? And I said, to be honest with you, I don't know if it's just nostalgia, but my favorite cigar was the Davidoff Puro de Oro. And he said, "Oh, I know the blend for that." And I was like, "Yeah, but you can't get the tobacco." He was like, "Don't worry about it." So he made us 2 different cigars, and this is one of them, and that's why I made the band all gold like that, because that's what the Puro de Oro looked like. The Puro de Oro is a weird part of Davidoff's history where they put this cigar out and they had a terrible time with it. They didn't put cellophane on it. You have to put cellophane on cigars. They didn't put cellophane on it, and they were damaged, stolen. There was just a lot of problems, and they discontinued the line, and everyone was heartbroken. You can still find a few out there. They're very expensive, and this is the OG blend for that, supposedly. Everything's supposed. Like, we got to take it with a grain of salt. A few people have smoked it recently, and they're going crazy over it. So I guess Chico did a fantastic job. The other cigar that was part of that blend was the, I forget which one it was. I think it was the Gold Watch, the Gold Paddock. And that was one of my favorite releases of his. So Clark smoked it the other day, and he was like, "My man, if you haven't smoked this recently," so it's 4-year age cigar. How often do you get the opportunity to get a confirmed 3-4-year age cigar? I'll show you receipts. Like, I got invoices. This thing's been sitting in a cooler waiting for you to smoke. And this is the testament to the LCA. The LCA have been consistently some of the best cigars in the cigar industry. The only people that aren't in the LCA anymore are just straight up haters. Or they're people who don't know any better, right? You walk into a lot of cigar shops, they're not really in the industry as far as like, they don't love it like we do. They're not reading all the blogs. They're not keeping up with the times. They just like to smoke a cigar and have a drink. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what keeps this industry going, really. We're the minority. And so, but I'm really proud of the fact that brands that I used to like really like I still have tremendous respect for them, but I used to really be like, damn, oh, one day I hope I could ever put out cigars this good. Like, we're crushing them. No offense, but we're crushing them. This is 2 brand new cigars every single month, and they're all fantastic. The LCA, review them. They're all in the 90s, man. 90% of these cigars are like 90 plus rated cigars, and they're fantastic. And I'm just fortunate to be a part of that. All I can do is the curating and work with the best factories and manufacturers that I can get my hands on, and hope that they give us the best stuff, which they continue to do so because we are talking about their legacy. Like Chico Rivas, like the Eiroa family. These are people we have tremendous respect for and we enjoy working with. So go out to your local LCA shop and tell them they need to stock up more because you need this stuff. These are the best releases month in, month out, and I'm proud to be a part of it. So, Limited Cigar Association, every first Friday of the month is the drop. They're supposed to sell out. If you walk into a shop and you see tons of stock around, please email Clark at pravadacigarclub.com so that he can stop selling them so many cigars. The idea is for this to sell out. It's the Limited Cigar Association. It is limited. So we try to get a gauge on each month. How many cigars did they sell? Oh, they only sold 20 of each. Okay, so every month then they get one bundle. Oh, this shop sold 40 of each. Okay, so but some of the shops lie to us. And they tell us they sold out when they haven't because they're used to having product around. The idea is for this not to stick around. So, and it also helps us produce as few as we need to produce and keep it truly limited. So enjoy Limited Cigar Association and take advantage of it. Hashtag we are Pravada. Hashtag we are the industry. Hashtag we are family. Peace.